Alrighty, welcome to the Two Writers in Conversation. And I am not alone. I am never alone. There's no conversation with another fellow writer. And today I am with the most incredible, most amazing, most energetic, most talented. It just anything good is with this person. And it is Shika Budhoo. Listen, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, it's Shika, and then we don't say Budhoo, but some people say Badu, like Erica Badu.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm like,
You
people
give
speak
out that
differently.
energy. You give out that energy,
You
that
know?
intentional energy.
It's in the name that
It's
just
in the
it's like
name.
the vibration of the name. I can't help
So
it.
I'd like to do just a quick introduction of who you are for those who are not familiar with your work, where have you been actually? Where have you been? But I
Really.
hope that in this conversation we will, I mean, people will get to know who you are probably and what you have done and what you are working on and your process as a writer and your ups and downs and who are your writer friends? Me, of course.
Of course. Number one, first
Number
person to
one.
read my book, Pilly, like ever. Like when you're like, nobody must read this, and then you're like,
Oh yeah.
ah.
Oh my
So you're magical in my story as
God.
well.
Okay, so who is
Yes.
Shika Badu?
Mm.
A Durban-based multidisciplinary creative, actress, author, comedian. Oh, guys, you have no idea. Voice artist, director, a radio host, since graduating with a BA honors from UKZN. Cum laude, let me just say that, cum laude. Um, Shika has made a mark across stage, which is where I know her from stage and screen, and radio from Roti Queen and Shika Land to her hilarious alter ego, Jackpot Julie. She's voiced beloved characters like Mrs. Sing's song on Lollipop Lane, appeared in Kalushi, the story of Solomon Mahlangu, and recently expanded into audio description for visually impaired audiences. As an author, oh my gosh, I mean, as an author, it just goes on and on.
That's why when you asked for the bio, I was like, which one do you want, Billy? I
Exactly.
have to
No, I am so
go
happy you sent everything. Oh my
flipping heck.
gosh.
Ah,
Um, as an author, Shika has self-published her debut novel, Ayorama, Wedding Drama, which we'll get into that, during lockdown, and is now completing. Oh wow, where am I? Is now completing her second. Oh, her sequel is now completing its sequel. Yes, of Ayorama
yes.
Baby Drama. Oh,
Mm.
Ayorama, that's what it's called now, right?
Yes.
Ayorama Baby Drama. Yes,
Yes. From wedding,
from the wedding,
baby.
and the
And
baby.
then, yes.
It's
It's all the things
happening.
we like to talk about and Skinner
Exactly.
about.
Um, through her new ventures, and this is also one thing I love about Chika is that her love for giving back, her love for young talents, her love for listen, it nobody can teach 2 year olds, 6 year olds. No, not many people can do that. But Chika knows how to get them out, get them playing. Um, so with that, Shika has a new venture and it's called Kaleidoscope Studios. She offers acting, speech, writing, coaching, and helping others find their voice and stories. Listen, I am a little bit upset because
Tell
when
me why.
Kaleidoscope came to Durban, we left, and I wanted uh, someone like you to give space to kids like Nondalo, which is my daughter. And then
Mm.
when you came back, which also maybe you can touch on that, um, we were gone. So I'm a little bit like, oh, if mummies know how good this is.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
this is a lot.
it
This is
is.
a lot. Like your resume is absolutely Incredible. And you are not stopping. You keep on going and going and going. Um, but my first question to you is, what does your name mean? Shika Budhoo. And yeah, also correct me. I keep pronouncing it wrong probably. But
No,
where
that's
does your
okay.
name come from? And what is the meaning behind your name?
So I wrote a whole play, Sheikah Land, based on my name because and in the play it opens up with myself. The first monologue is me and I say about how obsessed I am with names, like from a young age. And I mentioned like part of the lines of the show go like I changed my name all the time, and that's how I knew I was also an actor, is that one day I was Brandy, one day I was Lisa, one day I was Ariel, and I was just morphing. And I'd go to my family and I'd say, this is what you're calling me now. And they'd be like, what? You know? So Shika, and so when I wrote the show Shika Land, I went down Google. Internet was still new. It's like
Mm,
2000s, and
mm.
I mean, I was Googling Days of Our Lives and what's happening in Boulder the
Oh yeah.
Beautiful from
Oh yeah.
like the
Yeah.
internet cafe because I was like, oh, we have access, and then we got it on our phones. So that's when I started Googling my name
Mm,
because not a lot of people around me had just Shika. It was Prashika, Lashika, Yashika. And I
yeah.
mentioned this in the show as well. And there's different meanings of it: Rashika, Seshika, Nishika, Tishika. There's millions of them, but there was never just Shika. I'd never met another Shika in my life until this last show at Red Mango, actually. Like same spelling, same age. And so
Really?
it wasn't a common name. I couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah. It's that, and that's another level. I know one of your questions is how was this last, show, but there's all these other like aligned things that happened, that I was in a cast with somebody called Shika and I'd never met her before. And everywhere I went, she had stuff saying Shika, and people would be like, Shika
Which
spread. And I was
one?
like, yeah, like even at the end, Rajesh should say, like, Shika, good job today. And we both nodded. I was like, we're doing our best, dude. We're going to take it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Shika is, so eventually I got to figure out if there's a Japanese meaning, and it's deer, like the animal, not the Dear John type. And then my mom was reading Mahatma Gandhi's autobiography. And you know Hare Krishna devotees, and they shave their whole head,
Yes,
but there's
yes,
this little piece of hair at the back that hangs and grows.
yes.
That's called the Shika, and it's very sacred to Hinduism. So
Wow.
it's like a conduit almost, or a part of the religion that
Hmm.
people have. And so, but it has an H after the K. It's not
Yeah,
spelled like
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I connect with the Japanese meaning, which was weird for me as well, because with Red Mango and we did Letters of Suresh, which has a Japanese link and a world war, with Nagasaki and
Yeah.
all, with everything going on in the world right now, it was a play to
Yeah,
like, huh.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and just that link for me to Japan made sense because and there's a town called Shika located in Hakui district, Ishikawa, Japan. There's a place called Shika. So I'm planning to go there one day and
Oh,
maybe even
wow.
do Shika Land
So your
because
name
it's
is pulling
just,
you to other countries as well.
yeah, because it's I don't know, I've never been overseas and I've never traveled. And the first show I did was an international, just from observing, listening, meeting
Mm.
people, and like crafting it, not from
Yeah,
lived experience. Um, but yeah, so that's my name.
incredible.
And yeah, and surname actually means like silly or stupid, Budhoo. A lot of people call somebody a Budhoo if it's like something is not right. It's like stupid. It's like Budhoo.
But that's
In
your
in
surname.
in That's the surname. Yeah. So a lot of my uncles are comedians, and I don't know if it's like my
Oh,
my
wow.
father is an MC, and I don't know if we just take to like not that but just being sort of like clownish. All my uncles do stand up. My one uncle, Biggs Budhoo, he's like a famous comedian in Verulam and Durban and greater 80s, 90s. He did all the comedy shows. And so for me, whenever I hear the name, I think of it's like funny, which is part of me. Like I'm always making a joke or
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get a
okay.
laugh,
Yeah, yeah.
but that's the name.
So just to follow up on the name thing. Um,
Yeah.
how did you then connect your name to the Japanese? Because that's far away from you.
Yeah.
What really drew you in? How did you even end up making the connection.
Well, it was for me internet. Like when the internet came about, I was just excited and I was just like finding information everywhere, Googling like
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
my name and surname, my surname, finding people in the Caribbean and wherever the name has traveled to.
Right.
And because Shika is used so much in Japan, and I've started looking at different versions of it as well. And like there's an energy, and just looking at how people use it every day
Right.
because that's what people call me. Even when my little kids say Miss Shika, like I tell them, say she and car, and I make them drive a car, and they think it's so funny, but it's just a way to remember and get your
Yeah.
body moving and get them to laugh. But it's a name as well, and I
Yeah.
make a point of listening to names and trying to get it right because I think it matters. I mean, it's what we repeat over and over, and our name is something that gets repeated to us
Yeah.
so often that
Yeah.
I think it has an energy. So now when I hear it, I think of Japan. Um, I
Then
don't know
you
why I
have to
have an
go.
affinity. Yeah, I have to like cherry blossoms and just I've been
Oh
drawing
my
stuff with
God.
it and music in the background. And after doing Letters of Suresh, I was just like transported. I watched so many documentaries about the time and the war and
Mm.
the aftermath as well as now how the country rebuilds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because also having our house burned down, which is something that happened to us,
Hmm.
having to rebuild that idea as well as for me, like, aren't we always rebuilding from
Right.
something, But that's just going
Yeah.
into the next sort of, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to my second question.
Okay, sure. But I
Yeah.
also want to know the meaning of your name, if you don't mind me throwing
Oh
it
my
back at you
gosh.
quick.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I remember sending you a voice note and I said your name, Philisiwe, and you were like, to hear my name.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's that energy when you hear your name,
Ah,
especially
man.
from a foreign land.
Oh my gosh. So my name means Uphilisiwe. So which means the healed one or um yeah, the healed one. Um and I had moments of disconnecting to the name for many reasons because I was not very healthy as a child. So to have the name that I am the healed one and I'm having all sorts of problems you can find in a dictionary, it kind of, made me not kind of enjoy my name. I've
Mm,
like few chronic illnesses, back pain, I'm asthmatic.
mm,
So I had few moments where I'm like, yeah, but the name is not leading me anywhere because it's not true. I'm not the healed one. I have also anxiety and all of those
mm.
other things that fall under anxiety, PTSD, all
Yeah.
of those
Which
things.
doesn't have a healed mark. It's just a
No,
constant
it
healing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I envied what the name carried because I'm like, yeah, it's yeah. But I was given that name because of my twin who did not survive. We were both sick. We were both ill kids, malnourished as well. And my twin did not survive. I survived. So that is where my name came from. And as soon as I understood that, I kind of now accepted it because I'm like, okay, I my human design is that I have issues with my body, with my health, and that's just my design, and I need to
Mm.
embrace that. I think that's Nondalu coming home. Um,
Oh, in time.
coming back from dance.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
hey Misha.
Hey,
Um,
Nandalo.
you okay? Okay. Bye.
Sure.
Okay. Uh yeah, so now I have fallen in love with my name. Um and I do when I have issues, I I I say, yeah, thank you. Wanna say hi to my friend? Hi.
Hey, Nodalo, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. How was dance? I heard something about dance.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I understanding that my twin passed away and I survived, and
Mm,
it gave me some kind of purpose, and it gave
yeah.
my name a new meaning for it. That there's a reason why,
Mm.
even though I'm not perfect, but I'm alive. So Philisiwe. Sounded so great.
Wow, that's
Sounded so
amazing.
great.
When you were speaking and then you explained it and your parents obviously naming you, right? We're
Um,
writers. We're naming characters, babies
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. It,
And to know that like and to have that understanding that they named you in that moment, that loss and that gain, like to that appreciation of and it made me think of how we name our characters, because I always start off all my drama classes telling all the kids everyone is a character, right? So we
mm,
can't be judging anybody. They're writing their own story as you're writing your story. So how they are is a character. You would never rewrite a character. That's them. That's how they are. So
mm,
let the character live out their story
yeah,
alongside
yeah,
you. And so naming like you and hearing that how you're feeling or how it should apply to you just got me thinking about how our parents, we name our children for what purpose and what
yeah,
actually unfolds is such a different thing, which is also in the writing process
yeah.
sometimes unexpected you know Wow, Philisiwe, I'm going to remember that one. A healed one. We're
I
always
like
healing, like I
I
tell
like
Sai when he
I
gets
like
hurt,
how
I'm
you
like,
say my name.
do you?
It's so
I didn't
real.
even
It's
ask if I'm
so
saying
so
it
African.
right. Well, I feel like moving back to KZN for me has just made me feel like I'm coming home. Like I've
Mm,
come home. Living in Joburg was different,
yeah,
Like I feel more like myself here in the soil, seeing the green, seeing that humidity, even though it's so much, I'm just like,
mm,
it's releasing in a kind of way as well. That Joburg is always you're like this, whereas here you have to be because the
yeah,
climate keeps you like that as well.
yeah, yeah.
So I blame it on where I'm at. Philisiwe.
Okay, my second question, and then
Yes.
we're gonna move to your second question or your
Okay.
first question, I don't know.
Yes.
Um, you mentioned earlier that you were doing a play and it's called Letters to Suresh or Suresh
Letters. It's letters of Suresh. It's a
of
very weird title,
Sa
but
or
yes,
Su
yes. Suresh.
Suresh.
Su. Yes,
Yeah,
Suresh.
yeah, yeah. And I know personally, from our private conversations that you it was like you're returning your yeah, going back to stage again after a very long time.
Yeah.
And I am in a similar situation as well, but I'm curious about your process of going back to theater, um, especially when you're an adult now and with the experience you have, your incredible experience. But how did it feel to go back also working with someone? Because knowing you, you are multi-talented. You work closely with your partner as well, and you can write and direct and act and dance, and you play different characters, like the detailing of your characters. My God, I can't stop now because I'm remembering.
Yeah, also, you're reminding me because I
Oh,
forget. If I forget, like,
you
okay,
you
yes, I know
you
what
have
you.
so much knowledge. So going back to theater after such a long time with the knowledge
Mm.
that you've had, how did you balance all of these things? How did you also my question ties to collaboration as well, but I think you understand what I'm